How you doing? My name is Will Dennis. I'm a community engager and a spoken word artist. My passion is and always has been giving back to my community. I grew up in Bronxdale projects, and I knew I wanted to get out. I knew I wanted to see other things outside of the projects. I got involved with the 100 Black Men from high school. They gave me a scholarship to college, and they also gave me a mentor. Seeing his commitment to me from someone that he never really met meant a lot to me, so I knew I wanted to give back. As soon as I graduated, I reached out to him to see how I can give back, and in 2012 I became a member. So to give you a backstory of the Dream 100 program, it is a 17-week program for high school students from sophomore to senior year, designed to teach them things that they normally won't learn in the classroom, such as financial skills and how to be an entrepreneur. This year we received donations from Men's Wearhouse and Macy's to donate tuxes and gowns for the scholars and their escorts. And we also had a dance instructor who taught them a dance that they will do to kick off the battalion. And the battalion is essentially an awards banquet to celebrate the students' accomplishments or the scholars' accomplishments over the past 17 weeks. We give awards to the scholars, also to our sponsors, and we also announce the winners of the business plan competition. I work in corporate America, and one thing that I'm always pertinent about is the image of the Black man. And I wanted to be a part of something where I can help enhance that image and promote being pro-Black. Well, the difficulties of not only just being a Black business owner, just a small business owner, is the fact that you may not have as much capital, as much exposure to do what you really want. You have your competitors out there who are doing, these wonderful things, but obviously you have to realize that it's a marathon, not a sprint. What the Black dollar means to me is power. African Americans in the United States are one of the highest consumers in the United States. But the problem is that we don't circulate the Black dollar as we should. When you look at the Jewish communities and other communities, their dollar circulates longer than ours do. I read somewhere that the Black dollar circulates within 6 hours. So you'll buy from a Black-owned business, and then you'll buy something else, and that money's gone. The content of my poetry varies. I have poems on love, I have poems on struggle, I have poems on empowerment, I have poems on social justice. So my poems vary depending on where my mind state is at the time that I'm writing a piece. Just finished the last season of Orange is the New Black, but we're in the 400th season of a show called Black is the New Orange. Jumpsuits. Order for the new class of institutionalized slaves, where those that survive are placed in a new social undercast and makes an untouchable something to strive for, brought in chains eerily similar to those that came across in the New World in prison cells. Ordered, based on the number of African Americans who failed a 4th grade reading exam, an exam taken before they are able to comprehend the meaning of society, a society that would strip away their innocence the moment that they are seen as a risk. How do fathers teach their sons not about the birds and the bees, but about the disease known as the police, the plight known as the judicial system, and the endemic known as the media? How do mothers teach their daughters not about how to be prom queen and how to prep for the Sweet 16, but about a society that prejudges and uses your skin color to label you as inferior, yet they aren't racist? And I find it funny how other families don't have this talk with their kids, but they have the nerve to say that all lives matter. The fear yet adoration of our culture exists. The fear lies in the fact that we are stopped and frisked and charged with that and this, with sentences that don't add up, and cops insist that race is an issue, but I know when the time comes, although a bullet has no name, it will have a color. The adoration lies in the fact that aspects of our culture that was deemed ghetto is now deemed hip and trendy. So now cornrows and baggy jeans are in Cosmopolitan magazine, and I find it funny how they want the essence of us without us, and if they loved us as much as they loved our culture, the world would be a better place. I got involved with poetry because my grandfather, Walter Dennis, was a poet. And he wrote several books, and once I got really into poetry, I knew that was something that I wanted to do to make him proud. He passed away in 2009, and I never got a chance to tell him of my plan. So going through that whole process and seeing the fruits of my labor was something that was very emotional for me. I hope he's proud. I do get inspired by seeing others perform because that helps me. Steel sharpens steel, iron sharpens iron. So when I see a performer perform, I look at their cadence, I look at how they're working the stage, and I use that to try to own my skills so that I can be a better performer. My dreams are currently a reality. My goal was to give back to my community. My goal was to take poetry to places that I never thought it would be. And my goal was to be in a position where I can work for myself. I've achieved all three.